Well, I just hope the news doesn't break before we get a chance to go out on our little vacation. I'll go ask.
Well, wait a minute. No. I think the Journal's going to want to have all hands on deck for this, Chelsea.
Well, then I say we make a run for it, Philip, and don't come back.
Boy, I would love to do that, but the news isn't going to take a holiday just because we do.
So you put a tail on Roxy without telling me first.
It had to be done, Rusty.
Says who?
Says me. Who's the boss around here?
But Roxy's my sister.
That's why I made the decision for you.
But you put my name on the authorization form, so how is that going to look?
Well, it'll look like you're a good, honest cop doing an impartial job despite your personal feelings. I figured it was important to make that kind of an impression, especially after our little chat with the assistant DA.
Maybe you've got a point.
I told the tail to stay loose on her.
You stuck your neck out falsifying that authorization from me, didn't you?
Well, you would have come to the same decision sooner or later. I didn't think we had the time.
You think Roxy's going to lead us right to Johnny, don't you?
With any luck. Well, I didn't put the tail on her just to trick her. It's for Roxy's own protection.
From what?
If Johnny Bauer did kill Valerie, who knows what kind of shape he's in? Your sister could be wading in dangerous waters, not even knowing it.
You're not thinking he could take her hostage, are you?
You tell me.
Good morning, gentlemen.
Good morning, Counselor. What can we do for you?
Well, I would like to find out if you have any more information concerning the whereabouts of my client, Christine Valerie.
Gimme tic-tac-toe! They're so tasty. Chef Boyardee's.
Tic-tac-toe. A good hot meal. And when you get 3 X's or O's on your spoon, you win.
Tic-tac-toe.
New from Chef Boyardee.
To err is human. To cover it up is to be a kid. And to handle it, DuPont Certified Stainmaster Carpet. Now, even if a stain like this sits for hours, it's a memory in minutes with DuPont Stainmaster, the carpet that forgives.
Ricky.
Stainmaster, only from DuPont.
Aquafresh case history 43. Jim Edwards, Aquafresh user. Never had a cavity in his life. But at 17, facing new problems, gum disease and bad breath. Recommendation, now more than ever needs a complete toothpaste. One that not only fights cavities with fluoride, it freshens breath and helps remove plaque to reduce early gum disease called gingivitis. Triple protection Aquafresh.
Jim, this is really important.
Aquafresh, more than cavity protection, triple protection.
You can't sleep. There's pain. Now, break the barriers of sleeplessness and pain with Unisom Dual Relief, a new formula sleep aid plus aspirin-free pain relief. Tonight, take Unisom Dual Relief.
X-Lax presents some gentle guarantees. The warmth of the new sun waking the sleep from your body. The cool freshness of the morning air. And now the peace of mind that comes from the X-Lax guarantee. Taken at bedtime, X-Lax is guaranteed to work gently, effectively, by 8 a.m. or your money back. So in this uncertain world, isn't it nice to know you can relax with a family friend? X-Lax, guaranteed to work by 8 a.m.
I can get around Maeve and Fletcher. I can work the graveyard shift at the Journal.
Good luck.
Wait, I mean, we always need night volunteers, and I'm sure someone will want to, trade with
Look,
you.
Chelsea, if getting a day off is going to be a problem, don't make waves on my account.
Philip, it has been a very long winter. I mean, I think I need a nice day outdoors in the spring, don't you think? I mean, and you've made the retreat sounds so inviting.
Well, it is. It's just, we could do it another time.
Yeah, but Friday is supposed to be gorgeous. And I've spent enough beautiful, gorgeous days cooped up inside, so have you. I think it's time we shared one together, don't you think?
Well, I think it sounds great. I'm just saying it doesn't have to be Friday.
Yes, it does have to be Friday. Friday is my day to get out of town.
Oh, Chelsea, forget it. Forget what?
Oh, honey, you can't plan to go anywhere this Friday.
Oh, no?
You said that you stole Valaire's papers from a safe in his chateau.
Yes, I wish I had gotten a look at that will.
So there were other things in there that you left behind?
Oh, yes. I don't even know what they were. I only had time enough to grab what I could before Paul came in.
Where exactly is this safe?
It's in the front bedroom.
Did anyone have access to it other than you and Valere?
It's Major Domo, Gerard. And even I didn't have the combination.
Well, how did you open it?
Well, after a few tries, I got lucky, I guess. Paul used the date that Johnny cut him with the knife.
Yeah. So Gerard is the only other person who might have access to the safe. I mean, before probate begins.
Alan, why are you so curious about what's in the safe?
Christine, I want you to do me a favor. Call the chateau and see if Gerard has been back there since Valere was killed.
Why?
Because I asked you to.
All right, it's your phone bill.
Oui, bonjour.
Hello, Denise.
Madame Valère, where are you? Les flics vous ont cherché.
Please, don't talk about the police right now. I want to know where's Gerard. I need to speak to him right away.
Mais Monsieur Girard n'est pas ici.
Well, when will he be back?
I do not know. I don't know what to expect. I have heard from no one since the night Monsieur Valère was killed.
Who told you that?
Alors, les gendarmes, they bang on the door, they rush in, they turn everything upside down. It was horrible.
Denise, get a hold of yourself.
No one would tell me anything. And then now that Monsieur Valère is gone, what shall I do? Where shall I go?
Denise, legally, I am the owner of the chateau. Now, please, you can stay there as long as you like.
Oh, thank you, madame. I will keep it spotless, I swear it.
Please, don't worry about the dirt. Just make sure that Gerard doesn't take over.
I will try. Is there a number where I can reach you?
No.
In case...
I'll be in touch with you soon sometime.
Madame, I have been reading about the incident. It is in all the newspapers here.
Paul would appreciate that.
I know how much you hated him. And after the way he treated you, no one could possibly blame you for
Denise,
whatever
please.
you...
I didn't kill the man.
Of course not, madame.
See that you remember that, okay? Au revoir. Well, it seems that Gerard hasn't been back since that night.
I see.
What do you want me to do now?
Nothing much. Give me the combination to the safe.
Goodbye, my little pumpkin head. You be a good boy for Virginia today, okay?
So don't worry, Mommy. Benjamin is always a perfect gentleman.
Well, 1 out of 2 in this house isn't bad.
Okay.
You can take him on up to the nursery.
Oh, good. All right, so bye-bye.
Lisa. Hi, Maeve. What's the matter? Is there something wrong? I'm looking for a friend, even though I certainly don't deserve one. Well, come on in. Have a seat. What is it? What's the matter?
I'm so sorry that I keep messing up your life this way.
Well, I really don't see the problem.
What happened between Fletcher and me last night was all my fault, not his.
You don't have to apologize.
You've been so good to me. You don't deserve this.
Deserve what?
The last thing in the world that I ever want to do is cause you two to split.
Well, that's very considerate of you, Lisa, but believe me, Fletcher and I have no intention of splitting.
You're very understanding.
Well, actually, I don't understand a word you've been saying. What are you talking about?
You don't know? Fletcher didn't tell you?
Tell me what?
I was so sure that he would. I've been an absolute idiot.
Would you like to tell me now, Lisa?
No. I'm sorry. I had no business coming here like this. Please don't tell Fletcher that I said anything to you. This is between you and Fletcher. Excuse me.
This mirror reveals the whole truth. This woman just washed with soap. See the makeup and dirt soap leaves? I recommend Pond's Cold Cream to lift away what soap doesn't for cleaner, beautiful skin. No soap does what Pond's does beautifully.
Mommy can't get Chris a softer, safer swab than Q-tips. Because Q-tips has 50% more cotton at the tip. Isn't that a good feeling?
Q-tips, a swab by any other name, just isn't the same.
Zestfully clean.
Zestfully clean. You're not fully clean unless you're zestfully clean.
Do I look clean to you? Surprise. I'm not fully clean unless I'm zestfully clean. Soap leaves a sticky film on you that won't rinse away, but zest rinses you fully clean.
Zestfully, zestfully, zestfully clean.
You're not fully clean unless you're zestfully clean.
My new tub made of fiberglass was installed by men made mostly of dirt.
Using a liquid cleanser?
I guess I have to.
Bet you'd like to use Comet.
I love to use Comet. But see this label? Abrasives may scratch.
But this label says safe as a liquid.
I wouldn't bet on it.
I would. Today's Comet has no harsh abrasives, so it's safe, it's tough.
It's beautiful. Do you do kitchens?
Today's Comet, as safe as a liquid, as tough as Comet.
We'll continue with part 2 of Guiding Light in a moment.
Thursday, the tension rises as a cop moves in on a killer, and a woman becomes the target in a bizarre revenge. The breathtaking conclusion of Double Take.
Americans, we know who we are. And when it comes to news, we know who we trust. Dan Rather, weeknights on the CBS Evening News.
This is CBS. Many people drop out of weight loss classes because the results are too slow. Losing weight is not a group problem, it's yours.
At Quick Weight Loss Center, our clients are successful because of our personalized attention.
I lost 61 pounds in 10 dress sizes.
If you've failed to lose weight or been embarrassed by group weight loss programs, make the right move to Quick Weight Loss Center. Lose 20, 40, 100 pounds or more during the Quick Weight Loss Center half-off special. Call now for your free consultation.
Delicious Breyers Ice Cream presents the color test. What's the real color of mint chocolate chip ice cream? Green or white? White. Some use artificial color. And that's not all they add. Breyers uses only milk, cream, sugar, chocolate chips, and peppermint. Still want green? Buy Breyers and wear these.
Breyers all-natural ice cream. Nothing but pure enjoyment.
Satisfied.
Hills Brothers Coffee. Regular and decaffeinated, both specially Certisaver priced.
That's the Certisaver this week.
I found him and her playing strip poker, but without the deck.
This portion of Guiding Light is presented by Crisco Oil. Light-tasting Crisco Oil sets the flavor free. And by Scope. Now the power of Scope comes in peppermint, too.
Oh, honey, how could you plan to do anything on the day of the big spring fling?
The spring fling?
Yes. It is the biggest charity event that St. Mary's Church has all year long.
A big tradition in the Reardon family.
Well, I know you've not been very much for tradition, honey, but I'm really sorry you forgot it.
I'm sorry, Ma, I did forget.
Yeah, I had to miss it last year because I was with Tony and Annabelle, and I felt terrible. I would even have come, you know, but the airfares were just too high. Gosh, I have helped out at that fair ever since I was a little girl. And so have you, Chelsea Marie.
Till I escaped to New York.
You don't have to sound so proud about it.
Well,
I'm surprised she never told you.
Funny how the biggies, you know, just slipped my mind.
You're making fun of my spring fling.
Oh, Ma, I know how hard you work on it. But I really need this time away with Philip, all right?
Okay. Okay. Having a good time is more important than your family.
Mother, I am with my family every day.
All right. You go ahead on your little jaunt. You just forget about the spring fling. Again.
Help me.
Well, you know, maybe the fling might not be bad.
Philip, that's not what I'm talking about.
Chelsea, look, we can go to the retreat another time.
Do you say so?
Does that mean you're going to go?
Looks like I don't have much of a choice.
Oh, honey. Oh, I'm so glad. I knew you'd come around.
I'll be there, but I'm not going to stand behind a stupid card table all day, all right?
No, you don't have to. You just have to be around and enjoy it.
I'll be around.
Good. That's where I like you best.
It's the last straw. I've got to be out on my own.
I can't give you any information about our search for Bauer or the Valerie girl. You know that.
Well, I am representing her.
That makes no difference. Now, you know it.
And you know you can't blame a lawyer for trying.
Is that all, Mr. Marler?
No. Actually, I was hoping that you could pass along a message to Christine. That is, if and when you ever find her.
What's that?
I'd like her to get in touch with me.
Well, after we arrest her, maybe she'll make her one phone call to you.
Yeah, well, you see, I was hoping that she'd call me before that so I could convince her to turn herself in. I'd much rather have her working within the system than out there on her own.
And so would the DA's office.
What's that supposed to mean?
Those hotshots are hell-bent on rigging a case against either one of the fugitives. Whichever one gets caught first.
It's rather rough justice, isn't it?
Somebody's got to give testimony.
Yeah, I suppose. You know, as her lawyer, though, I can't do anything until I hear Christine's side of the story.
Now, come on, Counselor. Don't get all paranoid for your client. We do have a few other prime suspects in this case, thank you.
Besides Johnny Bauer?
Keep it quiet. We just turned up a connection to India von Halkine.
India?
Yeah, India von Halkine.
Huh. Well, thank you for your help.
You're welcome. You owe us.
Yes, I'll try and remember that, Larry.
Lawyers. You just gotta love them. They make the laws, and then we gotta play by them.
No, Marler's not so bad. I'll take him anytime. Ahead of Annie Hargrave of the DA's office. She's circling this case like a buzzard.
Yeah, well, you don't worry about it. Miss Hargrave, I can take care of her from now on.
Are you sure you want to let yourself in for that? With your own sister involved?
Hey, my conscience is perfectly clear. And so's my record, thanks to you.
Well, you got a lot on your plate already. I don't mean Roxy. What about Melinda Sue Lewis?
Mindy doesn't have anything to do with this. She wasn't even in town, thank goodness.
She's on your case, Rusty, and you're on hers. Now, this is a major investigation. You're sure you have the time to concentrate on it?
You know I do.
Well, no, not really. I've never seen you in love before.
Now, come on, I don't exactly fall apart every time she bats her eyes at me, do I?
I could switch you someplace else with not one negative mark on your record.
Come on, White. How many times are we going to have to go through this? You knew what you were doing when you put me on the Valerie case, and I want to stay on it. Now, you're not going to have to twist my arm to get my best work.
Okay. I'll take your word for it.
Thanks.
You're Wyatt. Yeah, just a minute. It's for you.
Thanks, Captain. Yeah, Shane here. Yeah? Is that so? What'd you say? From where? Is that right? Thanks.
What's this about?
We just got a lead on Christine Valerie.
Crisco oil tastes so light, it doesn't hide the flavor of your fish. It sets it free.
Remarkably light, ooh, delightfully light. Ah, fries up so nice and light. Crisco oil so light, it sets the flavor free.
Today's Crisco oil is remarkably clear, remarkably light, so you taste your fish, not our oil. And there's no cholesterol.
Deliciously, Crisco oil so light, it sets the flavor free.
Phil, you're overreacting. We've got 30 people out there. Okay, I made a crude remark about your breath. I apologize.
There's no mouthwash. I looked.
I bought something new.
It's cool, crisp, like nothing you've ever tasted.
Whoa!
It's Scope. I
Introducing Scope Peppermint. Yes, peppermint. Like original mint, it kills germs like medicine-y mouthwash, and your breath's icy clean. Whoa!
Exactly, Phil. Whoa.
Now the power of Scope comes in peppermint, too.
Your basic soft wheat bread has about a smidgen of whole wheat. The new Wonder Soft 100% whole wheat bread has a whole passel. And that's a difference we can all sink our teeth into.
Wonder Wheat. Just a little slice of America. Wonder Bread. Just a part of life in America. Wonder Bread. Wonder Bread.
For new Maybelline Mousse Makeup, Linda Carter.
When Maybelline first asked me what I thought of a mousse makeup, I thought, what a good idea. Then I tried it and thought, what a wonderful idea. I never imagined a makeup could feel so light, so luscious. And because it's mousse, it glides on smoothly, blends easily, and finishes beautifully. Mousse makeup. It's more than a wonderful idea. It's a sensational idea.
Mousse Makeup, new from Maybelline.
I don't know, Philip. After all those years in New York living the single life, and coming back here to Springfield and living the family style just ain't making it.
Bea is definitely a mom and a half.
I've got to get a place of my own and quick.
Starting to get a little desperate.
Yes, yes. Hey, don't get me wrong, my mother's the best. But, well, if she only didn't treat me like a daughter all the time.
There must be some reason for that.
I know. I am her daughter, Stu. It's just that, well, what happens when I want to be somebody else?
Such as?
Well, let's face it, I have a lot of reasons for ducking love.
Would I be one of those?
Let's face it, Philip, I'm too big of a girl not to have a place of my own.
I agree with you. So what kind of place do you want?
I told you. Cheap.
Could you be perhaps just a little more specific?
The problem is I don't know where to start. Springfield is my hometown. I never thought I'd need an apartment here.
I got an idea.
Let's hear it.
Why don't I call Mrs. Knowlton? She's the best real estate agent in Springfield.
Never heard of her.
Oh, yeah, my Aunt Alex swears by her.
Okay. Well, where's her office?
No, just give her a call and have her meet us.
Was she just gonna come here? I mean, just like that?
Sure. Why not?
So that's how the Spaldings do it. Like that.
Why do you need the combination to Paul's safe?
So I can see what's inside.
I gathered that. What do you expect to find?
Who knows, but forewarned is forearmed. The more information we have on Paul Valaire's dealings, the better.
I should have thought of that.
Well, that's why you have me on your side. The combination?
Oh.
Now, you're certain that Gerard and perhaps the estate attorney are the only ones who may have this number?
Absolutely. I know that Paul didn't trust anyone else. You don't think that Gerard could still hurt me, do you?
Not if we remove the temptation first.
Well, Denise said that he hasn't tried anything yet.
Let's hope she was telling the truth. Enright, come in here, please.
We all friends now?
Yeah, forget about that. I'm sending you to France.
Paris in the springtime? Are you paying me or do I pay you?
This is not a pleasure trip.
All right. Just tell me what you need.
I want you to find your way into Paul Valaire's chateau and open his private safe.
A little breaking and entering.
Well, if you run into any legal problems, just say that technically you're working for the new owner.
But don't get caught.
Yes, the old management likes to deal with intruders in their own way. So I want you to remain as inconspicuous as possible.
That could be rough if I'm blowing a safe.
Fortunately, we have the combination.
An open safe and the owner's permission. This is my kind of heist.
Whatever you find, I want you to bring directly to me.
All right. Now, who's the competition?
Christine?
Well, there's Denise, the housekeeper. I'm sure you'll be able to fool her. There are 3 or 4 other guards, but they probably won't be on duty. But there is one man, Gerard. Please watch out for him. He's Paul's right-hand man.
We don't know where he is, but he's very dangerous.
All right. I'll have my man Worth take over while I'm gone.
No, I'll reserve that pleasure for myself.
You're the boss. Enjoy.
Well, I guess all we have to do is wait. Ow!
Oh, you all right?
Yes. Oh, I'm so clumsy.
You seem awfully nervous all of a sudden.
Do I?
What are you hiding, Christine?
Fletcher,
Oh. Good night, Lisa. What's happening?
the most terrible thing just happened.
Oh, no, it couldn't be that terrible. Come on.
Maeve just accused me of having an affair with you. I'm not kidding, Fletcher.
You gotta be.
I know what I heard the woman say.
No, look. Lisa, you must have misunderstood. I mean, Maeve, she can be pretty droll sometimes.
The woman was not kidding. She was jealous. I think she spoke without really thinking about it.
Yeah, about what?
Last night.
What, running out of gas? Oh, come on, Lisa. Maeve, she doesn't get jealous. She just laughs at me.
Well, she wasn't laughing at me.
Lisa, look, it doesn't make any sense. You feeling okay?
No. I'm feeling guilty as hell, and it's not even my fault.
Well, don't worry about it. It'll be all right. Look, I'll just straighten things out with Maeve in no time.
It may not be that easy.
Oh, come on, what are you kidding? I just give her a little kiss on the cheek, a little pat on the... Whatever, you know, let's cool things out in no time.
Sounds a little patronizing.
Yeah, it does, sure, but I'm giving her a hell of a lot more credit than you are.
Look, please don't say anything about me coming here to Maeve. I think it would just add fuel to the flame if she thought we were conspiring against her.
Uh-huh. Yeah, well, I'll try and be as discreet as I can.
I just thought I ought to warn you.
Okay. Thanks.
Thank you. I admit I was so shocked about this whole thing that I needed a shoulder to cry on myself.
Dinner? Well, how about a vegetable salad with a Dijon mustard dressing?
You can make most anything on your mind with Good Seasons.
To Good Seasons Italian, okay?
Good Seasons salad dressing mix. The ideas keep pouring out.
Hey, Kool-Aid coolers have twice the fruit juice.
Coolers are really, really hot. Twice the juice is what they've got.
Compared to these juice drinks, Kool-Aid coolers have twice the real fruit juices.
Make it cooler.
Hot.
In millions of homes, millions of people are making a change in their routine. They're not just brushing. To fight plaque, they're also rinsing with Listerine antiseptic. Because brushing alone is not enough. Clinical tests prove Listerine plus brushing gets rid of up to 50% more plaque than brushing alone. For better oral hygiene. Kill plaque germs and bad breath germs. With Listerine, it's the change you need in your routine.
It's gonna hurt.
No, it won't.
It's gonna hurt.
When someone you love gets a big hurt, it's nice to know you can make it better with a little help from a friend. Johnson & Johnson.
It's gonna hurt.
Our first aid tapes are made not to hurt coming off. Our non-stick pads won't stick to the wound, so big hurts aren't such big problems when you have a little help from a friend. Johnson & Johnson, the first name in first aid.
Good afternoon. Bob Schieffer, CBS News with Newsbreak. Ruling 5-4, the Supreme Court today held that the death penalty laws are constitutional, even if there is racial imbalance in the way that they are applied. The United States has protested last weekend's arrest in Poland of American diplomat Albert Mueller, who was accused of spying. He was freed, later left the country. In New Orleans, a federal appeals court ruled today that certain job applicants for the U.S. Customs Service may be subjected to drug tests. Now this.
To get close, I trust Airhead's powerful protection against wetness and odor. No leading deodorant spray stops odor better. And only Airhead has, Aloe Essence Scent.
Get a little closer. Arid helps stop wetness before embarrassing odor can start.
In Phoenix, Arizona, a gun-toting 8th grade girl held her class hostage for an hour today before surrendering. No injuries. I'm Bob Schieffer, CBS News, New York. More later on the CBS Evening News.
I don't know what it is, but I just can't seem to get comfortable around here.
Really? I've always found the retreat to be one of the most soothing places on earth.
You came here by choice.
Perhaps. Although I can remember coming here out of frustration over my father. There was no telephone at the retreat at that time, so he could never reach me. I used to stare into the fire for hours and wonder why fate had given me Brandon Spaulding as a dad.
Well, did you reach any conclusions?
Eventually. So that I could become the man I am today.
Well, I'm afraid the reflection is the last thing I can do right now.
Why, was the relationship between you and Paul so adversarial that there were no fond
I don't want to talk about Paul.
Like it or not, it's why we're here.
Not for you. Look, why aren't you in town making money?
Well, you suddenly seemed so upset. I was wondering if you had remembered something else about the murder.
If I had, I would have told you, wouldn't I?
Well, you have forgotten certain details.
Everything I know, you know.
Christine, this is Alan you're talking to.
You know, maybe I made a big mistake by coming here. If you don't believe me...
Did you really have a choice?
Maybe I should go to the police and get this whole thing over with.
You could always plead self-defense.
Why are you assuming that I shot him?
Because the police will. Otherwise, why did you run?
Alan, I wasn't even in the room when Paul was killed.
Ah, yes, I keep forgetting that.
Why don't you believe me?
The question is, will the authorities?
Who knows what those people think anymore?
Then perhaps you'd better just stay here until I'm able to discover the truth. The whole truth.
I knew sooner or later this had to happen.
Who was that?
That was the French police. Our phone tap in Valaire's chateau just paid off.
What happened?
Christine Valerie just called into the maid.
Well, it's about time. What did she say?
She was trying to locate some man named Gerard.
Gerard? Okay, we'll put him on the list.
Well, if he's over there, the French police will find him.
Now, where was Christine calling from?
Well, she didn't say.
They had a trace on, didn't they?
Yes, they did, but she didn't stay on the line long enough for him to get a full number.
Some is better than nothing. Now, what country?
The United States.
Good, good. Whereabouts?
You're gonna love this.
It's about time I liked something in this case.
Well, the area code was for Springfield. And the first 3 numbers pinned it down to the eastern part of the county. She's right in our backyard.
Great! Great. Well, if she's still around, we'll get her. Well, it's about time we caught a break.
Mm-hmm.
Asking the French to put a tap on Valaire's place was a great idea, Rusty. Good work.
Shucks, it was nothing. That's Shane with the Y for the commendation.
I'll remember. Well, you deserve one.
I actually got the idea after I talked to Philip Spaulding, and he reminded me that Valaire had art dealings. You know, the French are very, very eager to find out who's upset that he's dead.
You want to follow this up yourself?
With pleasure. Yeah, this is Detective Shane. We want an all-points bulletin for all units, redirecting the search for Christine Valaire to the eastern part of the county.
Patient, dining table. Diagnosis, worn finish, no shine. Treatment, facelift.
Now there's a facelift for furniture. New Form-based facelift, my secret for bringing dull furniture back to life. Facelift revives the shine without refinishing. In less than an hour, you can smooth away the wear and tear and lay down a bright new facelift finish that will shine for years to come. That's what Formby's facelift is all about. making your furniture look alive and beautiful again without major surgery.
The birthday party's over, but look at this grape juice stain.
Resolve challenges your carpet cleaner. Liquid Resolve against the leading foam. On tough grape juice, Resolve cleans better.
What a difference.
Resolve, the carpet cleaner that really works.
There's no such thing as too gentle, especially for my skin. So I use Physoderm. It cleanses thoroughly with gentle emollients that leave my skin soft, not dry. Physoderm, gentle cleansing bar or lotion. It treats me gently.
You know it as a powder. You love it as a spot fighter.
Cascade. Beautiful.
Now there's a new way to get virtually spotless dishes. Now there's Cascade, the liquid. That famous sheeting action for virtually spotless dishes is now available in new Liquid Cascade.
Liquid Cascade. Terrific.
Cascade for virtually spotless dishes.
Era Plus takes on today's toughest laundry problem. Your children. They're why you need the protein power of Era Plus. Nothing cleans every stain, but watch Era cut clean through muddy dirt and tough protein stains like grape juice and tomato soup. See, protein gets out protein. Think you've got problems? They're child's play for Era Plus. Protein power to cut clean through.
Finally made it.
Yeah, welcome aboard.
Where is everybody?
Lunchtime.
Oh, it's later than I thought.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's been quite a morning.
Did I miss anything?
Did I?
There's
got
something I
to
want to
tell
talk.
You first. It's
Is
Lisa
Lisa
Cutler? Yeah, what about her?
She came to the house this afternoon and said that you two had slept together.
She actually said that?
That was the general idea.
Well, she was just in here a little while ago, very upset, and said that you had accused the two of us of having an affair.
I think our Lisa Cutler does not have her story straight.
Either that, my darling, or one of us somehow just didn't quite get her drift.
Believe me, I got the drift.
You don't suppose she's schizophrenic?
I don't know, but I'll tell you something. In the very least, she's an incredibly unhappy person.
Mm-hmm. I don't like this.
I don't either, and I'd like to get to the bottom of it real soon.
What the hell do you think she's really up to?
Yes, hello. Is this the state penitentiary? It is. This is Lisa Cutler. I'm married to one of the inmates, Jack Cutler. Oh, okay. Well, if you could just take a message, please. Could you please tell him that everything's going according to plan? He'll know what I mean. Okay. Yes, I'm sure he'll be very glad to hear that. Thank you very much. Bye.
Do you have anything that's not on the hill?
You mean you'd actually consider living